Hey guys, Killaks here, the #1 virgin collector in North America. Today I'm showing you how to take your World of Warcraft efficiency to the next level with something every serious collector should know about, and that's multiboxing. Before we dive in, make sure you join my collector's Discord for import strings, spreadsheets, and farming tips of all sorts. Catch me live at twitch.tv/KillaksTV, where I'll be multiboxing and farming every single day. Whether you're a casual alcoholic or a sweaty collector like me, this guide will break down the full benefits of multiboxing, how it works under Blizzard's rules in TOS, exactly how to set it up step by step so you don't miss anything. Multiboxing means playing 2 or more WoW accounts at the same time. Number 1, you're in full control, manual control of each account. Number 2, you can do this on the same PC or even separate PCs if you want to. And number 3, it is 100% allowed under Blizzard's TOS as long as you are not broadcasting inputs. Now, once again, what's allowed is manually controlling both accounts. What's not allowed is having one key press or program that sends commands to multiple accounts all at once. Now here's where most people get confused, and I'm going to try to break this down as simple as I possibly can. Your Battle.net account is like an umbrella. You're going to think of it this way. You have a massive umbrella overhead. Under that one Battle.net account, aka our umbrella, you can have up to 8 separate game licensed WoW accounts. WoW 1, WoW 2, WoW 3, all the way up to WoW 8. Or whatever you choose to name these accounts. They don't have to be named WoW 1 or WoW 2. So on. These are different accounts, but they all live under the same VNet, under the same umbrella. Because of this, mounts, pets, toys, transmog appearances, achievements, some reputations, not all reputations, because not every single reputation is account-wide yet. And most collectibles are shared account-wide across all game licenses under the same BNet. If you get a Spectral Tiger mount on, let's say, WoW 2, it's unlocked for your WoW 1 and WoW 3 and every other account under that same BNet, aka our big umbrella. Any character on any license under the same BNet account can use the item that you acquire on that VNet. So for example, if you look here at the bottom left of the chat, we have account 1 and we're going to learn a piece of transmog. We just got soul stragglers on here.
Where'd you find this?
We learned on account 1. If we tab into account 2, we notice that we learn the same exact item because it's the same BNet, just 2 separate accounts under the same big umbrella. We loot this guy and we loot something, which we just did. We tab back into the other account. We learned it on this account as well because it's the same BNet under the same giant umbrella. When it comes to things that you're able to do and not able to do, you're able to create a new starter accounts directly under your Battle.net, your big umbrella. So WoW 2, WoW 3, and so on. So if you have 5 WoW 1, WoW 2, WoW 3, WoW 4, WoW 5 under the same BNet, you could create and link 3 more WoW accounts under that same big umbrella. I'll go over this step by step later in the video. You also can transfer characters freely between game licenses under the same big umbrella, aka Battle.net. When it comes to things that you cannot do, you cannot merge old or standalone WoW accounts into your Battle.net anymore, even if it's the same exact last name. You also cannot create a brand new separate Battle.net WoW account and merge it later at a later time. Blizzard removed this. You have to merge it during the creation stage. When you're running 2 or more WoW accounts, you're essentially doubling how much you can get done in WoW without even realizing it. Think about it, every dungeon or raid you do for mounts or transmogs, you're not just doing it once anymore, you're getting 2 sets of lockouts and 2 shots at those rare drops. Same goes for legacy, especially gold farms. Instead of clearing something once and logging off, you can sit in on both accounts and walk away with double the gold in the same amount of time. It's not just instant stuff either. Out in the world, you got twice the chances at rares, chests, events, and all those little world activities that normally eat up your day. Reputation also gets crazy when you think about it, because you have examples of certain reputations where you got repeatable quests or weeklies that give, let's say, 1,000 reputation. You can run these across every single character on both accounts. That means you're stacking reputation gains in ways most players don't even consider possible. Even events like Super Bloom, Dragonbane Keep, or World Bosses, you can literally double dip progress and rewards, and the best part is you're never wasting time. When you're waiting on RP, a queue, or cooldown on your other account, or just have downtime, you can be progressing something else on the other account, right? You have that little bit of filler time that adds up thousands of collectibles over months of playing. If you've ever watched me stream, you already know I almost never play on one account. I'll have one doing something AFK in the background, and while I'm actively farming on the other, or sometimes I'm running actively farming things on both. Either way, it saves me a ton of time. In the long run, it keeps me pushing forward to collections non-stop. You should run your second account while you're waiting in PvP queues, any sort of dungeon queues, waiting on a raid pull, waiting on flight paths, any sort of role-playing downtimes like I am right now. You can park your alts at rare spawns, chest events, chest timers, use logout macros for quick dungeon and raid resets. Always have your second account doing something while your main is idle. That is the general trick that I've used to get to 97 total game completion over the course of the years. I would also recommend doing this on Druid if you're spam farming dungeons or raids, for example. As a Druid, you can use Dreamwalk to teleport and then instantly teleport Dreamwalk right back, and you'll be zoned out right outside the dungeon without having to wait for anything. When it comes to Blizzard's terms of services, they're very strict, but they're very simple. What's safe and allowed is playing 2 or more WoW accounts at the same exact time. You can use macros such as /follow, /assist, /invite, /mount, or you can even spam Alt-Tab, swapping windows nonstop, or just running 2 clients side by side like I am here. So as you can see on this account, while I'm waiting for our RP to go on, I'll do something down here on this other account, slowly progress my collection. You can also park alts at rares or events, and you wait on one account while you're doing something on the other account. Now, the bannable aspect of this whole thing comes down to 2 things. You are not allowed to use any form of input broadcasting, programs, or actions. This is one key controlling multiple accounts at once, right? So if I had a program that controlled both of these characters at the same time with one button or automatic presses, that would not be allowed. The other thing that's not allowed is obviously botting, automation, scripts, or any sort of third-party software that plays the game for you. As long as you're manually controlling each character, you are completely safe. As far as setup requirements for this to even work to begin with, you're obviously going to need to have at least 2 WoW accounts with active sub or WoW token time. For your PC setup, you're going to want to have at least 16 gigabytes of RAM with an SSD, and some sort of solid GPU is recommended. And you'll want to be running windowed full screen for easy swapping a lot of the times, and 2 monitors does make it a lot smoother, but you can do it with 1 monitor with the method that I have, or just alt-tabbing back and forth. In order to create a WoW starter account and link it to your main battle.net, aka your big umbrella, you're going to go to the main World of Warcraft website, whether it be on NA, EU, or whatever region you play on. You're going to go to the top right under account. You're going to log in, fill out your login information, log in, and then once you log in, you're going to go back to the top, hover over your name, and click account settings. After this, we're going to scroll all the way down and click at the bottom right over here, create starter account. We're going to pick our region and we're going to click create account. Your new account that you create will eventually appear at the top over here somewhere. Now, whenever you want to log in to that account, all you're going to do is go to your BNet app and you're going to go to WoW, whatever version of WoW you play. You're going to scroll down to your World of Warcraft, pick the game that you play, and under that tab, you're going to have all of your accounts that you can log in and spam swap in between. And this is how you're going to log in between each separate game licensed WoW account. Another really quick tip, and this is pretty cool, I use this quite often, is interact with scroll up and down wheel key bindings. Now what I mean by this, if you go to your options, you scroll down to key bindings over here at the left, you go to search bar and you just type interact. You'll see these key binding sections right here with interact with mouse over. You can keybind this to scroll up and scroll down. Now when it comes to the actual keybinding itself, you do not have to keybind both to scroll up and scroll down. You can only, if you want to, you can only keybind it to one. I do this specifically related to Blitz and Battleground. So whenever I'm playing on like flag maps or I want to pick something up. So for example, we're about to kill a flag carrier. I just instantly scroll up and down and instantly return the flag, right? So it's useful for rated Battlegrounds and Blitz if you're looking at it that way. But if you only want to keybind it to one action, you can do that. Now what this is going to do is going to allow you to interact with scroll up and down to interact with something nearby if needed. So for example, if you want to loot this corpse without tabbing it on this account, I can just press the interact up and down keybind and it'll loot this body. So for example, I keybind it to scroll up. I'm going to scroll up while I'm still doing stuff on this account to the left. Over here, I'm still pressing buttons. I'm going to scroll up and it's going to automatically loot this corpse without even tabbing out of this account. Now this is useful for activities such as fishing. If you want to AFK fish on this character, if you want to do something while you can farm something on this character and fish on this character. What you can do is you can interact your actual fish ability, for example, to scroll up, and then you interact with mouse over to scroll down. So all you have to do is scroll up to cast your fish and then scroll down to catch your fish. And you can essentially create a system to where you never have to tab out of this main account and you can permanently fish on this account. You can do this with all sorts of things, just use your imagination with this one. Multiboxing is not cheating, it's just playing smarter. As long as you stay within the Blizzard TOS, you'll double your efficiency, double your chances, and save yourself hundreds if not thousands of wasted hours in the long run as a collector. If this guide helped you out, drop a like, leave a comment if you've got any questions, and don't forget to subscribe for more high-level WoW tips and collector strategies. Catch me live at twitch.tv/KillaksTV, and join my collectors Discord for farming group spreadsheets and live updates on upcoming events and any sort of collector related content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.